season started tomorrow, how many running backs would you actually play out there?
I don't. That way too early for that. But I did like the way they ran the ball physically downhill. I thought the one thing that we did well was that. We showed some toughness. We showed some breaking some tackles and making some plays. So I'm looking forward to watching the film and just see how many yards after contact we actually did have. From where I was, we missed a couple holes. We missed some things. So, but I'm excited about where we're at. We've got depth. That is really good at that position. If you have depth at that position, you got a chance.
Are you guys still kind of holding the boom out of getting knocked around too much, and is that affording some of those young guys a little more?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Get more reps, and so it's worked out well.
How do you anticipate breaking up who goes in when and how all that will work out in a game?
Well, we'll see. Like today was their first test. So with their first test, we'll grade them by assignments. And if they don't know what to do, when to do it, then they'll be on the sideline with me, and the other guys will get more reps. I've been fortunate that times when I've played 2 running backs or I've played 3, they all 3 knew what to do. We weren't losing much in there. So that's what we've got to find out in the next 3 weeks.
What kind of things will you see on the video that you can't see with the naked eye?
It looked like third down conversions. It looked like we sustained some drives. We had some 12-play drives, and I like that. That was good, and we converted a couple fourth down situations, which was really good. I think we got to continue to have more urgency in everything that we do. It's the first scrimmage, so it was the first time we came out and did it like how we're going to do it here. So there was some anxiety, but I like where we're at. 2 minute at the end, we were 50%. The ones we had a chance to go down with 1:50 and we scored, and then with the 2s we didn't. We didn't convert on fourth down. So you want to be 100% on that, especially to win the game. So I think there's some good things to build off here. I thought it was really competitive on both sides. Where really at times they got us and we got them. I thought Drew made some really good decisions. He was making them quick, and I thought that Steven. At times, the ball floated, the ball got high, but he can get after you with other ways and weapons that really you go, wow, this kid's pretty darn good. So we just got to get him a little bit more accurate and tone him down a little bit, and he did some good things.
What are your receivers doing that you like right now?
Really, they've got a really good attitude. You know what? And they're making some plays. We talked about that. There's going to be some drops once in a while, but I think our kids made some plays today, some contested plays, and that was huge. That's what I'm excited about. And I don't see anybody pouting. I don't see anybody, just with it's about team. It's about this tribe, and we're excited about that. Coach talked about that right from the get-go. We're not going to do that. I talked to you all about having a short-term memory and recovering. And I thought they did that today pretty good.
How's Timmons doing specifically?
You know what? He didn't get a ton of touches today, but when he did, didn't put anything on the ground. It looked like he was good just listening to guys up in the box. A guy MAing, miss assignment, it looked like he was pretty solid today.
The 2 red shirts, Richardson and Greenwood, how they looked out there today?
Okay, you kind of saw the youth in them a little bit today. It looked, just trying to push through things when they got tired. And that's what I'm talking about, the urgency. They got to learn to play when they're tired. But we are in pretty good shape. I mean, we've got 9 practices, something like that. A double bidet the other day. We had a little time off. Then we came back yesterday with a huge practice. And then to come and have a long scrimmage like this, I think that was pretty good. I think they are getting in shape.
Was that the 2 of the ones the receivers something you had to work on when you first got here?
I wouldn't say. I would say yes. We did. Absolutely. Yeah, you know what? And it's just not the receivers. It was the running backs. It was everybody because we're all new. I'm different than the last guy. Lamar's different than the last guy. So everybody's attitude's got to change. We've got to build that attitude around Coach Stoops, this culture, where we're going, and everybody pulling the rope and being on the same train track as everybody. And that's where we're going. That's huge.
Were there any individual guys that you did see from the naked eye that stood out to you today?
You know what? It looked like Benny Snell looked like, running the ball. He was hitting it up in there, breaking some tackles. I really, that just thinking it off the top of my head. And then Dorian Dorian, you know, other than one play back into the end zone, which I think he's got to fight and battle and he's got to scrap and claw for that ball, I thought he had a really good day too. You know, and there's going to be more after we watch it, I'm sure, but, you know, I thought those two guys stood out a little bit.
The other day you said you were installing some new stuff. It might be a hard week for them. What did you see on that install? Are they getting what you want them to do?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. You know, we've got it all in right now, and we kind of, Coach said, put it all, go throw it at them. Let's see where they're at, and that's what we did. So we put it all in. We took a little bit from that day that we just got that last install. We did a little bit there, and then the rest of it we kind of took from 1 through 6. And, you know, for us now, we got to see, number one, personnel, where we're at. 2, we got to see how much can they handle. How many missed assignments did we have? If it's too much, then you trim the fat. And just like I told them, I said, guys, we got everything in. Every week, it's not like that. It'll be trimmed. It'll be so much easier when we get to our first game.